Ma, please, can you solve questions on solubility next? Is that right, dear? Let's move right into it. Okay? Come with me. Okay, so we have this question on solubility. Let's solve it together. You can attempt the question, drop your answer at a comment, come and check if you're actually correct with the one you solved. Okay, so this is one of the many questions we'll be solving in solubility, so as to meet every aspect you need to know as it concerns solubility calculation. So the question says 10 grams of copper 2 tetrazosulfate 6 was required to saturate 50 grams of water at 180 degrees Celsius. What is the solubility mole per dm cube of the salt at 180 degrees Celsius? Then we're giving the atomic masses of copper, sulfur, and oxygen at 63.5, 32, and 16 respectively. Then we're also giving the density of the saturated solution to be 1 gram per cm cube. So to solve this, we're going to add 10 gram and 50 gram to get the gram, that's to get the mass of the saturated solution. Remember, we're giving the gram of the solvent, which is water. And remember that solution is equal to solute plus what? Solvent, okay? So we'll add these two together, get the mass of the saturated solution. So let's proceed. Let me divide the board into two. So since we have our mass, we proceed to bring in the formula we'll be using for this. Okay, no, before bringing in the formula, we have the mass, we don't have the volume, but we're giving the density of the saturated solution. So we have to get the volume of this. Remember that the relationship between density, volume, and mass is this. Density is equal to mass over volume. That means that volume, I will use V to represent volume, is equal to mass over density. I'll use D to represent the density, and that will give us 60 over 1, which is what? 60 cm cube. Okay? So now we can proceed to bring in our formula. We'll be making use of this formula. Solubility is equal to mass over molar mass over molar mass times 1000 over volume of saturated solution. And the reason why we're making use of this particular formula is because we have our volume in what? Cm cube. Had it been the volume is given in dm cube, or we converted this to dm cube, then the formula we'll be making use of is solubility is equal to mass over molar mass times 1 over volume of what? Saturated solution. So with this in mind, let's proceed to substitute in our values. Remember, the values given, we have our mass already. Now let's find our molar mass, the molar mass of the compound given. And to do that, CuSO4 is equal to the atomic mass of copper is 63.5 plus atomic mass of sulfur is 32 plus atomic mass of oxygen is what? 16. Then we do 16 times 4 because of this 4 here. So this shows we have 4 atoms of oxygen, and that was when we multiplied by 4. And when we do that, we are going to get our molar mass to be 159.5 gram per mole. So this is our molar mass. Then the mass of the salt. Remember that the mass we have here is the mass of the salt, which is CuSO4. So the mass of CuSO4 given is 10 grams. So if we substitute in, we are going to have solubility is equal to 10 over 159.5 times 1000 over 60. And by the time we divide and multiply out, we're going to have our solubility to be equal to 1.045 mole per dm cube. Remember, we're asked to find the solubility in what? Mole per dm cube. Stay tuned for more examples on solubility coming up. If you have any question, you can drop that at the comment section, and I will attend to them in our next class. Thank you so much.